Hi and welcome to the channel. In today's video, we are going to do another DIY how in the heck did I do that video on wiring my 110 outlets to my solar generator. I got a lot of comments and a few requests to explain exactly how I have my 110 outlets hooked up to the solar generator. So we're going to break that down step by step and answer your request. But before we get started, if you're a subscriber, thank you. If you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and do that now. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up. That way YouTube will share this video out. Okay, so let's get started. I have two 110 outlets up front, and I have one 110 outlet in the back that I plug in my hot water heater to. So the first thing that you have to do when you're doing your build is if you have an empty shell and you've got exposed framing, you need to get one of these boxes. They do come shallower, which is what I used. I had this one in the household. And you need to put this where you want your outlet. Now, if you're in a vehicle that's already been built out, or you're not going to build it out at all, you can get these that attached just to the outside of the wall. So whichever system that you need, you have to have however many outlets you're going to have, that's how many of these you need. Once you get these mounted where you want them, now it's time to do the wiring. You can use two different types of wiring for the project that I did. You can use regular household wire that you do for regular framing, okay? Now you see this is real stiff and it's solid stranded wire. You just got a solid copper wire. What I like to use is just a regular cord. This one actually came off of an appliance, but what you can do is get an extension cord. The extension cords, or this type of wire, it's stranded wire. So it's got all kinds, I don't know how many pieces of copper wiring that is, but this holds better in vehicles. It doesn't vibrate out. It holds better. So this is why a lot of people that do van builds use this type of system. So whether you've got a cord or whether you have a long extension cord that you're no longer using, or you go out and buy a new one, this one, you have to add a plug to the end of this. This one already has the plug there. I don't know if you can see that. This one already has the plug there. That's a nice system. And look how flexible this is. I mean, this, you can just, that is so flexible and easy to use. And then that type of cord plugs directly into your solar generator. My Bluetti has 6 ports for these. My Jackery only has 1. So however many ports you have, that's how many you can have. But what I did was I have a surge protector plugged into my Bluetti. My surge protector has 6 outlets. So I could have 6 things plugged in to my power strip as long as I don't overdo the wattage. So what you do is you decide on the cord that you need. The other benefit of using this is you can pick whatever color that you want. You can get an extension cord in just about, I mean, a huge variety of colors. So if you're just adding it to a vehicle or a van that's already been built out and your walls are white, then you buy a white extension cord. So let's do this. You've got your box where you need it inside your van. Your wire threads inside of the box, okay? You want about 6 to 8 inches sticking out. This is mounted to your surface, whatever. And then this, you can either just tack this up on already built construction, or this goes behind the wall. Now, it's easier if you start at your generator, okay? Give yourself about 2 feet of extra room back there by your generator. If you have your generator securely where it's going to go forever, then you only need enough cord to reach your outlet. Then thread this up the wall and secure it all the way along until you get to your box. You cut off your extra cord because you only need 6 to 8 inches. Cut off your extra cord and feed it through the box. Once you've got it fed through the box, now it's time to hook up your outlet, okay? You've got one cord. I ran one cord per outlet. You can run one after the other if you just want to run one cord, but you really have to be careful on how many watts that you're sending through that system, because you're going to constantly trip your system. If you've got one cord per outlet, you know exactly what's going into that outlet and how much it's pulling, okay? So the outlet here is just a typical 110 outlet, okay? It's got silver screws on one side, copper screws on the other. You've got 3 strands of wire here, okay? Your white wire goes to the silver screws. You just put a little hook on that, put a little hook on your wire, and wrap this around your outlet. Now I'm going to show you exactly how I've got this done. I've got that box dangling. I'm gonna put this on there, and then I'm gonna show you exactly how I did that, okay? All right, I've got that wrapped around there. Now you tighten that screw up. You tighten that real tight and secure that wire. That's gonna be nice. Those stranded wires, they really smash down as opposed to the solid copper. All right, so now we're going to connect the green wire to the green screw. That's your lone screw on the end of your outlet. And I'm going to show you this as soon as I get this tightened down. Okay. So now you've got your white wire to one of your screws and your green wire to your green screw. Now this other screw, you're not going to put a wire in there, so you just tighten that down. Now, if you were going to run 2 outlets off of one cord, your other wire would go into that screw. Your black wires on the other side, you screw that into your copper screw. And then tighten that one down. Don't forget, once you get those tightened, you have to tighten your other screws. If you don't tighten your other screws, that outlet right there is not going to work. That one will work. That one will not work. You have to screw those down. That joins that connection, okay? So now you've got your wire all wired. Just a regular extension cord, your junction box, your outlet. And then your outlet, it's got those 2 screws on it. They just screw right into those boxes, right into there. And then you put your cover plate on. I'm going to screw that in there. All right, we don't need that tight. Okay, so now you've got your outlet wired with an extension cord. You've got your extension cord secured along the framing. So you secure your wire, you've got your cord. Basically, we just made an extension cord, but that goes nicely behind your framing. It gives it a nice, clean, finished look. I'm going to show you mine, and then we're going to go outside and see how we've got this all tied in to the outside, to the solar generator. All right, you can see I've got an outlet underneath my cabinet. And then I also have an outlet above my countertop. So let's go outside and let's look at the outside setup. Okay, so there's my Bluetti solar generator. I've got one cord going into it. You see I've got 6 outlets. I've only got one cord going into it. That cord is right here. It's my surge protector. Every one of my outlets on the inside of my van come to this surge protector, okay? So I've got an outlet, an outlet, an outlet. That's my Wii Boost. And this is how I charge my Jackery. So you can see I've got my outlets wired to an extension cord that comes straight to the surge protector. The surge protector is plugged in to my Bluetti solar generator. Easy, easy setup. All right, so there you have it. I hope that answers your question on how I wired my 110 outlets to my solar generator. Now remember, I'm a nurse. I am not an electrician. If you have any questions on anything that I've done, you can reach out to me in the comments below or speak to an electrician. So thank you for following along. We'll see you guys on the next video.